Yeah. Wake up, yes, Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil. I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special. You gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I can never forget you.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, do you want to? Yeah.
Okay, episode 1 of Elevate Unplugged podcast with Beaux Wildman.
So guys, welcome to our first episode of the Elevate Unplugged podcast with Caleb and Logan. My name is Caleb Deuel. I'm a junior at Warsaw Community High School. I love shoes and art, and I also customize shoes. So yeah.
Yeah. My name's Logan. I am the other co-host of this podcast. Super excited to be on here. I'm a senior at Warsaw Community High School, and I like skateboarding and filming and editing. So yeah,
we're super excited to start this podcast. It started us thinking about it a couple months ago. I kind of jokingly said on my story, like, maybe someday I have a podcast, and Logan wrote back and said that'd be sick. And we kind of just started with the idea that it would be really cool if we had a podcast together. And we really picked it up like a couple days ago, and here we are now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just like, 4 or 5 days ago, we were like, oh, we should actually do this. And, less than a week later, here we are. So kind of our podcast, we want to focus on having on and getting to know local athletes, coaches, and business owners. Just to talk about, like, if there's a big game that happens or if there's a big event, and just like people's background and communicating their story, just getting to know local, community members, having people on that people know, interacting a lot, and just, we'd like to form a good community around this podcast that everybody can enjoy. So yeah.
Yeah, totally. So we're excited to start this first episode with our guest, Beaux Wildman and Braxton Byer. So
thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Yes,
let's go.
Of course.
It's
Love
exciting.
to have you here.
I'm very excited.
Yeah,
You guys can introduce yourselves if you want.
Yeah, my name is Beaux Wildman. I'm 18 years old, a professional wake surfer, and on the junior pro tour for wakeboarding right now. Just love riding boards. That's my passion.
He's killing it.
From Warsaw, Indiana, the small town. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Braxton Byer. I'm 19, and I do a lot of freelance videography right now, and that's kind of my passion. I'm just kind of chasing my dream out there right now.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Beaux, do you want to talk about growing up? How it was for you, and
for sure. Let's get
how you got into
it.
wakeboarding?
Yeah. So grew up Warsaw, Indiana, hometown. My dad was a semi-pro wakeboarder. He went all the way through the ranks. Eventually, he ended up blowing out his knee, totally ended his career things. From there, just a bunch of other stuff happened, and then he ended up being the CEO of Wildman Business Group, which is my family's business from, I think it's 3 generations of my grandpa's great-grandpa to Papa Brant and to my dad. But yeah, so he still had that passion for wakeboarding, I feel like, and that's what grew my brother and I up, doing all just the water sports, growing up, skiing, wakeboarding, wake surfing, just the whole shebang. And Logan and I would go on snowboard trips together. We'd be out pretty much boarding every day. That's what got me hyped up, was being around that industry with all my friends, and I just fell in love with it. But I feel like when I definitely started to take it seriously was when I was around 12 years old. I kind of understood what was happening with all of it. And yeah, and then we made the move to Claremont, Florida. It's about 30 minutes west of Orlando. And if nobody knows, Orlando is like the wakeboarding capital. That's where you go to prove your grounds. It's like the pipeline of North Shore. Like, you go there for surfing. That's where you're gonna go prove yourself. Yeah. And my dad knew that, so he got us down there. Switched to online school. Went to elementary school, Eisenhower Elementary, all the way to 6th grade, and then I moved to online school. And so, kind of ramped up from there. We can talk about that in a sec. We're the sponsors and just all that.
Sweet. Yeah, that's a good push into the next thing. Kind of like, you said when you were 12 years old, you moved down to moved down to Orlando. Things started kind of ramping up. So what, like, was that something you understood at the time, like when the sponsors started coming in, like, or did you not really?
Yeah, I really didn't know what was going on because I didn't understand anything.
Yeah.
I was just a little grom trying to have fun,
Yeah.
like not knowing what was up for me. And yeah, I was always stoked on like getting into YouTube and stuff and like filming and just all of that, just because I knew I had a little bit of talent and threw out board stuff. So I figured it could be easier for me to do that. But once Ronix gave me a call, and with my brother, he had a big favor in that because he was already on Ronix. They're just like, come on, let's make something. This was for wake surfing too. I wasn't too into wakeboarding when I was young. I was actually a big time wake surfer. So yeah, I had the passion for wakeboarding, was with Ronix for like 2 years or so until I got my first pro model when I was 16, I'd say.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and I was just so stoked. And then that's
Not
when
many can say that. It's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy, so nuts. With Pro Wake, we had a deal where we used to ride like Malibus and stuff back in the day.
Yep.
And we just went through boat after boat.
I
Just
remember.
crazy. You just go, when you're a wakeboarder, you just go through boats. It's nuts. But they hooked us up with a free Supra, and that was like game changer right there. And
Big
I
time.
was so amped on it. And Mark Richards he was just like, hey, let's get you on the real team. So texted the guys over at Supra, the managers, the owners, and now I'm on the real team with just such a good group of people, like a family almost in Supra. So
You want to
Awesome.
explain to them what Pro Wake is? Cause
yeah,
Pro Wake.
Pro Wake's a local marina around here, like dealership that does Supra, Mastercraft, and like pontoon stuff
And then
like that.
Mark's the owner, correct?
Yeah, Mark's the owner.
And
He's
Okay, so that's like Pro
You-
Wake Mark.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So that was all. Like,
He just
for
took you under
3
the wing.
years.
Is that what you're saying? And
Yeah, pretty much.
Put
So
you-
he's what got me connected with Supra.
that's awesome.
That's why I got sponsored so young with them. Was like word just came out, and
That's awesome. Put you on the map, basically.
yeah, it was so sick,
Wow.
It's cool.
so sick.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, and that all happened. Got free boats, and just use them as much as I can and train as hard as I can. I remember like growing up through those years, I was always so into wake surfing. I was kind of scared of wakeboarding from like ever since I did it until like 15, and then recently I feel like winter, I was ocean surfing so much. Like that was such a passion for me, and I was like, you know what? The kids are already so good in this. I'm not going to keep doing this if it's not something that's going to benefit me in the future. And I was like, let's try wakeboarding again, really get into it. And this year has just been like me actually putting effort into it has been the craziest year of my life. Like
And,
just
yeah.
insane.
And it paid off, did it not, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. We've
It's about to, too.
worst. Yeah, it's nuts. The worst I've done this year is like a second,
Dang.
which is just like
Wild, dude.
think I was there
insane to
for
me.
it.
Like I was last year in junior pro, like, oh my gosh, I got on the podium, and now it's just like podium. Just love it. And shout out to the boys Daniel and Brett.
You're
Stefano too. You guys are
Yeah,
killers.
shout all your
for
boys
sure.
if you need to.
Yeah.
We love it.
They are what get me going. They live right next to me in Claremont, so
Awesome.
those are the guys. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's pretty
Good
much where it's all started right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said you were doing online school. Like, so how was it like when you were balancing online school and like your career
Oh
with
yeah.
wake surfing?
Yeah, that was a struggle for me. The first 2 years of online school, I was so far behind. I just loved like wakeboarding
Yeah.
so much. I was just like, I don't even want to do this. I don't think I need to do this. But I feel like that's with anyone is self-disciplines. Like
Yeah.
you gotta learn that yourself.
Especially
and
when you're
it's
down
nothing,
in Florida.
Yeah, it's nothing you can
Yeah.
teach like the
imagine,
day
yeah.
of. So I just had to learn how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good now. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to finish school.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Get in there. Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff.
But it was so flexible for me to go to like, because we would have summers where it was like, because I do school through the summer because I was behind. I'd have summers where it's like a comp every weekend. You just go.
you just can't do.
Yeah. You can't be at regular school.
Mhm.
That's why we switched over. Like when I was like 6th grade, like I was saying, it was just like school's calling up my mom. Why is Beaux in Hawaii? Or like, why is he out here or something like that?
So
it's just like we're probably about to get kicked out of school for so much days missed. I feel like, yeah.
Paid off though. Look at you now.
It paid up for sure. Awesome. We're just getting started. I
remember 6th grade. This is a core memory for me. So yeah, Beaux and I super close all through elementary up until now. Obviously still. 6th grade, Beaux came up to me one time at recess. I'll remember this forever. He probably doesn't even remember this. He goes, yeah, dude, don't tell anybody this, but I'm moving to Florida. Yeah. And I was like, no, you're not. I was like, no way, dude. And he was like, yeah. And then a couple weeks later, he was gone, and he was there, and he wasn't home. And then he would come back and be like, oh, we're like pro wakeboarders now. I'm like, dude, that's so cool.
It's so cool. Yeah, cool. It's the wakeboard industry so humble. Like I felt like I flowed right into it so easily. Like everybody was so cool. The first year was definitely a struggle because moved to a little city we don't know, like know nobody there. All the pros live there, so it's super intimidating. And now you go like, I think we've been there 6 years now, and now we know everybody there, and it's like more home than here, for sure. Nice. I feel more Florida boy than like Indiana boy now, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pros have been so cool to me. I used to grow up watching them on movies, just like, oh my gosh, these guys are so cool. It's what my dad like, yeah, this guy is so cool. And then now I'm just like homies with them. That's crazy.
That's insane,
cool.
Dude.
So crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is wintertime your biggest like training time around the year, or is it? I know you train like all year because comps and everything, but like
I tried to consistently ride like in the wintertime, like once a week, because wintertime is like you get a mental break from all that.
Okay. And so that's like, when you're riding waves, and that's when Florida's obviously firing.
That's when I'm like just doing all the other board sports, all that, and
I'm sure they'll see it. We'll probably pull it up later.
So winter's like off season.
Yeah, I feel that like probably February into May is the hardest training of the year.
Getting ready for
that's
the season.
Where you're getting ready to go. Yeah.
So like, what's the daily
run? Oh man, so it's like wake up. I don't really have a scheduled time to wake up. It's just what's going on tomorrow.
He's an early bird, though. I can say that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's good.
Get up, have a cup of Joe, check out the lake. If it's glass, going out. If it's raining, we're going out. Like just every morning, gotta go out. And then if we're training pro tour comps, like all those different comps, probably riding like 2 or 3 times a day. Just try not to cook the body, but train as much as possible. And I feel like most of my days are just based on being on the lake all day.
Yeah.
Like you've seen the hours on the boat. Like we're at 300 in like 3 months.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. But
yeah,
that's just what amps me up, and it just gets me better at that sport, just being on the boat all the time. And
I will say I haven't known you that long, but like when you came back this year from Florida, you've been more amped to ride than I've ever seen you.
Yeah,
which is so important. Yeah. In any kind of sort of like occupation or even hobby or anything like that, especially for you because it's like your career now. Like being in love with what you do, so important. If you're even remotely like bored with what you do, sucks. It feels like work.
And like in his industry, I feel like if you don't love what you do, you're not gonna succeed in what you do.
You're not gonna grow as an athlete. You're not gonna. Yeah.
There's so much power in that for sure. Like I feel like growing up so young doing all that, I had a hate for it in a way because I was just like
felt like a chore.
There's nothing like I never knew anything else
That's
honestly. Like I didn't know what else to do. But then dude, this year I just had like a mental breakthrough, like just powerful. It was like I am so on right now. I'm so ready to go. It's crazy. It was so crazy.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, when you're talking about these competitions, like, what does it look like? Like, how is it scored, judged, or how does that work out?
So, for most comps, we'll say WWA, it's World Wake Association. So, it's not ran by Nautique. We have 2 passes. It's for juniors, 5 tricks. For pros, it's 4 tricks a pass, and each pass is probably, let's say, 1:30 long. It's not very long, so you just got to go out and grind tricks. Like, you fly there and you have to do all your stuff first try. And so
That's crazy.
you go from that, 8 tricks in total, and then they score you from 0 to 100. So that's how it's scored.
Gotcha.
And it's all like, if you're not grabbing a trick, they're going to dock points off of you. Like, that's how I've been winning comps, I feel like, nowadays, was because just clean landings and style is so big nowadays.
Yeah.
There's no, like, bobbles or just falling, any of that. And so for next year, I'm going pro tour. The pro format is a quarters, a semi, a final, and then you ride 3 times in the final. So you're riding like probably 5 times in that one day just to win.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be intense. So my junior stuff is just semis and finals.
Tell them about the double up in the pros where it's the final trick.
Yes, also you're hitting double up.
yeah.
So it's where the boat comes around, and already that the wakes aren't big enough, we have to hit those like 2 foot wave. It's like a
the
2
waves
foot
meet.
wake.
The waves come
It's
together and
huge.
go like
And
that.
it's like
And they
double
hit,
wave.
and they hit, and
Boosts
the wave just hits right here, and you hit that peak, and you go like double the height already.
Yeah.
And you can just create so many
And
tricks
you only
doing
get
that.
one shot at it. It's like where everyone throws their biggest trick. It's just
That's
kind of
so
put the
nerve-wracking.
It's nuts. It's so crazy.
statement
I
on the
wouldn't
end
know,
of
but
it.
it
I
sounds
love
like it
double
is.
ups though. They're cool. They're
You're,
really
They're
cool.
so fun to watch, but I
Yeah.
can imagine
Yeah.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They blow your knees for sure.
Go ahead.
Oh, so like when you're going into these competitions, is it like, do you feel a lot of pressure? Because like you're getting better and better and getting on the podium more.
Yeah,
Is there a lot of pressure
definitely.
going into
Like
it?
when I was younger, the pressure was definitely on, like way more than it is now. Even though I didn't need pressure, because it wasn't like, oh, this Grom's gonna win and this means everything. But now it's like, okay, I'm either gonna win or I'm gonna lose it, and whatever happens, I don't care. I know whatever is meant to be is gonna happen. So
Yeah.
I've just gone into it mentally, like put on some headphones and just tune into my wakeboarding, not think about everybody else. And recent, like I said, this year has been powerful. It's like, just no nerve going into anything, just
That's awesome.
numbed.
Nice.
Feels like, yeah,
Good stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Touching back on the double up thing, I'll probably throw a video on the screen later for those of you that don't know what a double up is, and it's this video I'm going to talk about. Your post, I noticed it caught a little bit of, I wouldn't say virality, but it got a little bit more views than normal. It was the year 0, I think, or was it a 0?
Zero.
That was crazy, dude.
Yeah. It just looks that much
Explain
more
a
cool.
0.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's pretty much a front side 360. You can either do it. I mean, people don't do it handle pass, but I'm gonna do it one day. But you wrap up. Wrap just makes the spin go much faster than it already is, and you come around 360, and then you're gonna turn around and go back the other direction, which is backside 360. So you do it all in one air. It's kind of like
So
a double
you
flip.
spin around once, and then you have to stop and spin around the other way.
Yeah. So think about a double flip. Like it's just like that, but spinning in opposite. Also,
So think about if you did a front flip, stopped in midair, and then did a back flip. But it's like spinning.
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll-
there'll be a video
maybe
on the
we'll
screen.
get that going.
You guys will
Yeah.
see how. I mean, you just have to see it to believe it. Looks
yeah.
crazy.
Next edit, me and Braxton making.
Got one in there,
We'll see.
or maybe you can't say. That's totally okay.
No, we don't have one.
We
planned
don't have
right
anything
now, but
planned. We're
we
gonna
had
get
so
some
much
crazy
fun. I think
stuff.
we'll have to.
Yeah.
That was
Sick.
crazy. Actually, I've never filmed anything like that. It was like
Yeah.
a week straight of just waking up, because I obviously have a job too. So we'd wake up early enough for us to go to Wawasee and Tippy, film, and come back, and me be to work by 9.
This wasn't
Crazy.
Momentum, was it?
No, that was.
This was
That's what
Because
you're
that's
talking
when we
about.
hit Winona.
That's what. Okay.
Tippy
I just
and
want to make
Wawasee.
sure. That's,
I always
yeah.
had that vision to do all 3 lakes here, but
And it was kind of like, it's cool because it's kind of what you guys did. You talked about it, and then you just made it happen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you
I
brought it
love
up a week.
yeah, we were
Before
listening
we
to some
started
song. We were like,
filming it.
dude, this would be so sick.
You
and
just got to do it. You just got to make it
And,
Yeah,
happen.
and
then
then,
we were just like,
Like, every night we would talk about what song, like because we mixed up songs and it was crazy.
The motivation was just crazy. Just like, let's get this done.
It was such an
let's
experience.
do this. Yeah, it was awesome. The editing was the worst part for sure. We would
Always
stay
is.
up till like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, I got work tomorrow. I'm like, oh, I got a wakeboard tomorrow.
The final night was pretty exciting though.
Yeah.
I'd say. And it was nice because we were around friends too, and so once we finished, we had them watch it. And
Yeah, it was
we
good.
got some good feedback, and
It
it
was
really
really
amped us up.
Yeah, people enjoyed it. I think one day
I enjoyed it. I will say that.
We're gonna
I
try our
loved it.
best and get a budget going and get a big film going.
Yeah, dude.
Like 45-minute segment of just
Whoa.
all the shredders.
That'd be crazy, dude.
Yeah, it'd be so sick.
So exciting. Yeah, it's so nice, like you said, having the friends there.
Yeah.
Like, I love, like, every time I get done with a video.
yeah.
For all you
just
guys
show
that
'em.
don't know,
Feedback.
every single time I get done with a video, I send it right to Braxton. He's always the first one that watches
I
it.
do the same thing right back
And
to Logan.
Braxton does, hey, can you review this video? And it's great. I mean, if anybody's...
It's so awesome too, because you can rely on them. Like if it isn't good, like Logan will point out like something, even if it's
Yep.
like a little thing, because it's so easy to miss something little
Yep.
to where like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Any creators out there, get yourself a group of people or a guy that you just send it to every time. So helpful. Feedback. Caleb can speak to that too.
Yeah, I do that with my shoes a lot. When I finish a custom or before I post the video, I just send it to some of my friends, get their opinion on it.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's so exciting to hear people's.
Yeah.
Even if
Opinion?
sorry.
Oh,
Even if like you're not even like, especially it's good to get opinions from people that don't even have that, the same like
Exactly.
creator mindset, because like if music, for example, like everybody listens to music.
mhm.
And so even a normal person can listen to a song and decide if it's good or
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
A normal person, and it's not exactly the same for video, but if you could show someone a video and they could still be like, oh, it's not like crazy captivating. And then you
Yeah.
can go back and you say, well, if a regular person's watching this, how am I going to make them
Exactly.
drawn in? you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, so where did the Elevated Unplugged name come from?
But yeah, we can.
So yeah, we were talking about like names for it, and we had several names, but one of them had Elevate in it, and we both just loved Elevate, just like improving yourself, taking it to another level, just getting better every day. And we were trying to figure out what could go with Elevate, because that's what we were like really liking. So we came up with several different options, and it was like the next morning Logan texted me and I'm like, that's the one. So you can talk about.
Yeah.
Unplugged
So I was like, when did I forget what I was doing when we talked about it. I think I was at a friend's house. And I was coming back from Ritter's I was with Blake and Matt and Mason. And we were talking about a name. We couldn't decide on it. Caleb was just like spitting names, like 10 every second, and they were all great names. Every single one had Elevate. We knew we wanted Elevate. I'm not gonna lie, I was being like super stubborn, and I know I just
all
wanted
good.
it to be like
Yeah.
something I wouldn't look at the screen and be like, oh, that's her name, you know?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
so bad, but
For sure.
like, yeah, we just knew we agreed on Elevate, which was good.
Yeah,
And then so Caleb just keeps saying names. I'm like, and then I'm like, all right, Caleb, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Got to think on this.
Yeah, for sure.
Next morning, wake up, hop in the
Names
shower.
are tough.
Huh?
Names are tough.
Yeah.
Dude, for
When it comes to
sure.
that.
It's so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if you don't have the new one, you're never going to be like, so night. Yeah.
We were
Got me.
also like
Yeah.
researching like after every name. We were like, yeah, that one's all right. I'd look on the podcast app and look it up, and sure enough, there's that name. Nothing's new under the sun.
Yeah. Yep.
We kept
Really?
coming with more ideas.
That
And-
was one thing he thought about that, like, I was like, blew my mind. I was like, wait, why aren't we looking up if these exist? Like, I was like, what about Elevate podcast? It's like,
there's
it's-
like 10 of them.
there's like 10, and one of them's like the #1 like business like grind set podcast
Yeah.
of like
No
high
way.
level like business
That's
people that's
funny.
out there. It's like kind of like a David Goggins type podcast.
That's funny.
So if we would have done that, I mean,
Yeah.
would have been done. Yeah, I got in the shower that morning. I was like, I wasn't even thinking about podcast names. But what popped into my head was, because the night before my mom was talking about podcasts she listened to with a friend on her phone. And she was like, yeah, I listened to this Disney World podcast called Diz Unplugged. And I was like, wait, Unplugged? Wait, Elevate Unplugged.
I like
Hopped
it.
out of the shower.
I love it.
Hopped out of the shower, texted Caleb. I was like, dude, Elevate Unplugged. He goes, bro, that could be the one.
I knew
Dang.
it was the one. I was
He made
like,
the graphic that night.
bought a
Yeah.
thing.
Speaking of, the graphic is amazing. I did
Right?
not know
Yeah.
you could do that.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
That's sick.
He goes, all right, I just threw something together really quick. I got the text at work. I showed Matt like right away. I was like, dude, did you see what Caleb just made? Oh my gosh.
It's insane.
I was like,
So
holy
Thank
crap,
you.
dude.
Yeah.
So
it was
yeah.
fun to make.
That's so
And then
good.
it was like really fun to see once we posted it to get everyone's feedback, and everyone loved the name. Everyone
I was gonna say.
wanted to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone reshared it.
I knew there was going to be hype, but honestly, I didn't think that much. We
Yeah.
did like 100 hadn't even posted anything.
Mm-hmm.
Did 100 followers without any posts.
Yep.
Just shouting out the account.
That's crazy.
Made the post, did another like 20, so we're at a good.
Yeah.
We're at a good.
I think this will help a lot too.
Oh,
Once you
100%.
start
Once people
posting
start
reels.
seeing it and knowing like you're not just making an
Not just
Instagram
saying it,
account
yeah.
that does nothing.
No,
'Cause I
for
feel like
sure.
that happens a lot.
Yep.
Like you
Yeah.
said, you said you want to just start it and go.
Yep, that's step one, just taking initiative and getting it done.
Exactly.
yeah.
Especially like, oh, I'm so glad we're here. I'm gonna keep saying this so much,
Yeah.
but I'm so glad we're here doing this right
Dude,
now.
just think of it in like a year or two. We're gonna be hopefully right back in this spot. Just
dude, we should
That'd be
circle.
sick.
Dude,
That'd
we
be
should
cool.
circle back.
That's a good idea,
for sure.
bro.
Year in review.
Mark the words. We're coming
We're
back.
coming back. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's coming back with a big old trophy, right, Bo?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
The big old trophy, the shape of Portugal. Except we haven't talked about Portugal this time yet, so they don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But.
Well, might as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, let's do it.
So I have Pro Tour in the last stop, fourth stop in Nashville. No, not Knoxville, I believe. Been to Tennessee too many times already. So finish off that. Let's see if we can get the tour leader, and then we have Nautique Tour, which is WWA in Portugal, and it's taken a little bit for the wakeboard industry to go out to like really foreign places after COVID. It was just so hard for them, so I'm super amped on it. It's gonna be sick. Hopefully grab a world title there. Hopefully I'm mentally good there. I just want to enjoy it. Like wherever I'm going, just look at where I am and see. It's like it's so hard to focus on the comp and just be in beautiful places. It's a weird thing to do. Like
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it was, but there was one comp where we would surf and then wakeboard. I think it might have been Mexico.
Like surf in the ocean.
Yeah, and then we would have a wakeboard comp.
That's insane.
So sick.
I mean, yeah,
That's
definitely like soak it in while you're there.
Oh no,
Yeah.
BSR Texas.
I was
The-
gonna
the
ask
wave
if
pool.
it was Texas,
wave
but I didn't
pool?
know anything.
Yeah.
So that would've been
Okay.
my
That
guess.
was
I bet that was so fun. I want to
Dude,
go to one so
that
bad.
was
Is that the
awesome.
one? That's the like Waco wave pool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, it's so cool.
Well, while we're talking about your big competitions, you want to talk about your season so far and
Yeah. So
what it's led you to?
it's been the most different season ever, and like busy and just high on life, just loving everything I'm doing right now. And it started out, we just had little Malibu competitions. Those are just like little comps that we get done. I got like seconds and thirds in those, and then that kind of gets you practiced up for like the big comps that are coming. And so first Pro Tour stop, I won the event, which was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Just start to the year. So stoked, ready to go. And like I haven't had injuries in forever either. Like I've had no bobbles. Yeah.
Can knock on that wood if you need to.
No,
but-
I'm good. I'm good. We'll be good.
Yeah.
I feel like injuries come with doing stupid things. Like I destroyed my knee at the cable park like
I
3
witnessed
weeks
it.
ago,
I witnessed it.
and that was just me playing around.
Lost
Yeah.
a GoPro.
So I just know if I'm like keeping
Oh,
myself, I know my
That
control
sucks.
for sure. But and then went into the second stop, and it was second place, and then second in wake surfing too. So that was pretty crazy. And then third stop was, I think I won it.
Was that Wakefest?
There's just so no, I got second in Wakefest, and then wait, I'm there's so many comps I can't even remember.
I
I think
know.
I won again though, and then I won nationals.
You've had like what, 1 or 2 seconds this season?
Yes, Wakefest, and then the second stop at Pro Tour.
Was that Georgia?
Yeah.
That was when I went.
Yes. Yeah. And then there's another Pro Tour comp. Oh yes, Groveland. It's because we went back to the same
yeah,
place.
it
I
was just,
couldn't
like, home.
think. Yeah, won that one, and then there's a 4 stop. So
Yep.
and then nationals was like, oh, the final the boys put on was so gnarly. Like it was so hard, and I was just like, okay, I was the last rider too, so the
All or
pressure
nothing.
was way too on, and I just put down what I could and won it. It was
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
That's so hype.
That was something I needed in my like career book, was a national junior win for going into pro. Like this year I wanted to prep myself for pro as much as I could, and like just take as many wins as I could, and I got it going. So
Do you feel like you did an adequate job? You feel like you prepared yourself pretty well? Or
yeah, I feel like I was ready, but I'm gonna be hard on myself if I don't get good results at these next competitions.
Yeah.
I feel like even though like if with someone else's perspective, like I already did it with going up to pro, already like having all those wins, but I feel like I just need a little bit more. That's all
of
I
course.
need.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't
never
wanna-
gonna stop.
That's your edge. Without that edge, you won't be doing
Exactly.
anything. So.
I'm never gonna be satisfied like with how my wakeboarding's going. I'm always gonna want more for
Exactly.
sure.
That's how me and Logan talk about it all the time. That's how we are with filming. We feel like
Yeah.
we're
like,
nowhere.
we see exactly. That's such a good way to put it. We're nowhere because we're like for example, my latest video that I put out, the Michigan
Insane.
City Warsaw game.
Mm.
Like Braxton made a comment. He was like, "That's like definitely like steps higher than any of your other videos last year," which is good. I want to improve every time. I watched that video. I watched that video like 60 times now.
Same here.
And I'm already over it. I'm already looking at other people's
Yeah.
videos. I'm like, all right,
How can I do this?
how can I do that next
How
time?
can you improve next week? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
that's cool.
Yeah, I've seen that with editing. It's like you're like, oh, this isn't there, and then other people are like,
And
oh,
sometimes you'll get in these slumps, and it feels like you're
Yep.
like no improvement, or it's like
yeah,
it's just like, or you're filming like the same content and you're tired of it. And like
yeah,
I try to, when I get into that stage, I don't know about you, but sometimes I just try to go out on my own on like an evening after work and film something fun for myself, and then I'll
Just
Mhm.
keep it fun.
yeah. And then a lot of times, like I have a bunch of edits of just our friends that I have never posted, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I was in like after basketball season, and this is no hate on basketball season either, because everything's opinion based, creative wise, obviously.
Yeah.
But basketball for me is like one of the more repetitive sports. When I was filming basketball, I was filming a ton of basketball, because it's what books the most, I would say.
Yeah.
Everybody wants basketball videos, so basketball put me in like a 7-month slump of having zero motivation to create any content. And then Luke and I took our trip to Oregon, and ever since then I've just been so fired up. I have definitely more than 10 vaulted reels right now that I haven't posted.
That's
I've
so
just
good
been
to
so
have.
hungry to
Nice.
make stuff,
That's so good to have.
Which is
though,
like-
too.
would have been so hard for me to do. So I'm so happy with where everything's going right now.
It'd be a good
Yeah.
start for a 30-day challenge. 10 videos ready.
Yeah, that's what.
That
Yeah,
that would
so
yeah,
good.
that would maybe.
Do you ever get that with shoes where you're like,
Yeah.
So
So
for
like I film a lot with shoes and my art
Yeah.
and whatnot, where it starts getting like the videos seem like they're repetitive.
yeah,
So like I'll try something different, or I'll film something different just to
Yeah.
get like a better mindset, and like just to clear my head and be like, I think I'm ready to do something different with my shoes and just do different
I think
ideas and
it's
whatnot.
so sick that you film and make shoes. Like,
Yeah, it's
and
challenging
you
sometimes.
do it all
That's
by
nuts.
yourself, right?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad helps sometimes
Yeah.
film and whatnot. If it's like a hard step where I'm using like both my hands.
Yeah, that's
But-
awesome though.
Yeah, it's a lot of
And
fun.
You're doing clothes too, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Different
awesome,
t-shirt
too.
designs.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Did you come up
Dude,
with your
that's
logo
nuts.
yourself?
I
Because
did.
that's good too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
you
crazy.
the Deuel family, and there's so many people that can back me on this. The most creative, like entire family, like you. Is it 5 of you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Yeah. The most creative family in the city of Warsaw.
Thank
That is.
you. Yeah.
I mean, obviously everything can be debated, but as far as I know, you got your
Yeah.
dad,
Yeah.
executive producer here.
My mom. She
Your
owned an
mom,
art studio for a
Spoonful.
little bit.
Yep.
Wow,
Still has an online store and whatnot like that.
that's
But
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
You got
awesome.
the man Caleb
Yeah.
170,000 view
Yeah.
viral reel.
Yep.
Dude,
Let's
and
go.
then dude, you guys inspire me so much, and I know you
Thank
guys
you.
inspire so many people.
Thank you. Yeah.
Definitely you guys have had a huge impact on my family with the spoonful stuff with your
Yeah.
mom, and then like my mom and sister used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
And then like, dude, one of the things I like so heavily respect about you is like the 30-day challenge, like you were saying, dude.
Yeah.
So difficult to do.
Yeah. For
So
real.
People don't
difficult.
understand.
No, yeah.
Every
Nobody will
day.
understand it until they try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was ready when it was over.
And you,
I was
Oh, yeah.
excited.
you kept the quality too. Like you,
Oh my
it
gosh.
didn't just like. I feel like for me, if I were to do it, it would start really good, maybe,
And like,
maybe
this is
not
good
even,
enough.
and just
That's interesting because like I felt like some of my videos personally, just probably because I was making them, I felt like I could have done better on that one, or I wish this video got more views because I put more hours and more time into this. But
I think we're all the same way. I'd
We
assume.
can, yeah.
I can vouch for that. Where you're like,
yeah.
Oh, 100%. We can touch on that in a second too about the like.
It's a game.
Oh my gosh, it's a game, and tell you what, it is impossible to win. You'll never figure it out. People are like, "Oh yeah, you can play the algorithm." You can't.
Yeah.
It's
Good
different
luck.
every time.
It's the Jeopardy. It's
You can
like-
definitely aid the algorithm. You
Yes.
cannot play or win. Like, so for example, my brother goes to Indiana Wesleyan University. Him and his friends started this Instagram account called 2 West Shorts, where
So
you might,
funny.
yeah,
it's so funny.
I think you might have seen it.
I think I've seen it. Yeah.
I repost some,
yeah.
but they literally post like 10-second like iPhone clips of them doing something like funny or like hanging out at school, and they have like 4 or 5 viral reels
Yeah.
on there, like and all they do is guarantee like they take something off their camera roll, post on Instagram, let it sit, boom, next morning
Just
15,000
going.
views. That's like, or like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what so many of those people do. There's like
Mhm.
so many raw videos that just
iPhone
blow
clips
up.
are
Yeah.
big. I feel like on Instagram,
Yep.
like for
Yeah.
your industry especially.
Snowboarding,
Oh, yeah,
and all
for
the board
sure.
sports, skateboarding, all
Yeah.
that.
Definitely.
Mhm.
It's just, I don't know why. It's just cleaner looking, honestly, sometimes. Like,
Just the raw
Yeah.
stuff.
Even
especially
people,
for,
even people that don't do like what you do are like interested in it and just find
Yeah.
it fascinating.
Definitely.
What's your biggest challenge, would you say, with social media, since you have a pretty big influence with it?
I'd say making my feed match
Yeah.
with like,
That's yeah.
it's so, like, I do so many different,
Yeah.
board sports that I can't make it all just like, this is what I
But
do.
I also think that's cool that you
Yeah,
have the
for
variety.
sure.
Because a lot of the guys that are in your industry don't do it, but a lot of them do. But I think it's cool because your lifestyle is also very different than theirs.
Definitely. And I feel like I have plenty of like film. I always have so much film, so it's easy to post for me. But like always, like you guys said, it's never satisfying
Yeah.
enough. But
Yep.
And
Like-
if you are satisfied, it'll last for a day for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Because that's another thing I've been seeing. It's like everybody. Do you ever get those reels that are like, how to like blow up on Instagram, and then it says like read below. It's got
Yeah,
the caption.
I've
of
tried 'em.
steps.
I've tried them.
Yep. So it's got like, and one of them I always see is
Use this trending sound.
well, yeah, that's why I started doing that. But also, create more than you consume content, which is so hard, I think, for a ton of people in this day and age, because everybody's just watching and scrolling all day
Yeah.
long. It's like, that's where I think a lot of the satisfaction part comes from that, because if you're posting like once a week, but you're watching like thousands of reels a week,
Yeah, that's so
if you're like,
true.
I post one, oh, I'm satisfied with that. You hop right on Instagram, you see one better
Never
than you,
mind,
you're
I'm
already
not.
just
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
It's a good
That's a
motivator,
good,
but it's a really fast way to put yourself down
Oh
sometimes.
yeah,
yeah.
that's really good.
I'll have to use that a little bit.
I try to. It's difficult, but
I'm
I
sure
definitely
it
need to
is,
be better. Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah, and dude, the algorithm's just crazy.
Yep.
It's just so hard to run.
It changes.
I don't know what to do
constantly.
with it, but
What's
who
like your
cares?
Favorite. Go ahead.
I'd say I just like to post what I want to post. Like,
Yeah.
just
I think you
keep
do
it
a good
cool.
job though, because like you're not just throwing stuff up there. You put time into it. Like a lot, like some creators in your industry, they'll post like quick little clips, but you
Mhm.
like you take the time. You'll do cuts and everything,
Yeah.
and You actually do it all yourself too, which is impressive because I know some of those guys out there have people
they
managing
get their
their.
little photographers.
Yeah.
I grew up running cameras, so
Yeah,
but you
it's
guys,
awesome.
you guys
His
went
Hawaii
way past my
video.
level.
Dude,
You've
your
seen
little-
it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jay Alvarez,
Yeah, I was gonna-
inspiration.
Jay Alvarez.
That was
I
the
tried to get into
the one that's
skydiving.
like, oh, that song is it? Not Renaissance.
Too
I forget what it's
scary.
called.
I'm too scared.
Too
Wait.
scared to do what?
You're done.
No, I'm
Give
gonna
'em-
give it. I'm gonna give it time.
Okay,
I
give
went
'em-
once and I'm like, dude, this is actually so gnarly.
Okay, give him a
What was it?
backstory.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Jay Alvarez,
Yep.
sick dude.
Mhm.
Like just making crazy videos. Skydiving is one of his tools to make crazy videos.
Oh boy, yeah. Never mind.
I
yeah.
went skydiving and I'm like, dude, this is actually crazy. Like, I don't know if I want to do this quite yet, so I'm gonna give it time. But definitely the dream is to make videos like those guys.
Tell
It's
'em-
just crazy.
Do you have
lifestyle.
GoPro clips of skydiving? Or
Dude.
any clips?
In this little hard drive thing.
Oh, okay.
That's about
Tell
it.
them about you getting your gift for your birthday while we were at dinner from your parents.
Oh yeah, my dad's like, all right, here's your birthday present, 18, solo skydive, let's go.
So basically, it was to boost his starting on getting his license as skydiver. Is it license?
Yeah.
Go ahead, explain
Like,
it.
It's,
And it was solo.
it's a whole like school, and then your first time skydiving, you jump solo.
isn't
So
that
it's like
I
so
feel like that's
gnarly.
like not what you should.
Yeah, but
thought
they like
that's what
hold
you're
you, but
training to
it's
do.
like I didn't know skydiving was be that crazy. Like you're going so fast.
Is it
And
difficult
No, it's just like
to stay level?
it's hard to that's what I'm scared of, flipping over and my parachute gets tangled and all that. That's so gnarly. I would hate that.
Is that like,
It's like-
would you say that's like the biggest adrenaline rush you've ever experienced?
Oh yeah. I'm
See,
definitely
falling
doing
through the air.
I want to
that's-
do it so bad.
I want to
but
do it, yeah.
I don't
so
think
much
I
more.
couldn't do it.
Do
I
it
don't think I
solo?
couldn't.
You want to do it solo?
Just in general, like I
Yeah.
want to skydive so bad. I think it'd be so fun, but I think as soon as
It's like-
I'm
yeah.
looking over the plane or
Exactly.
getting ready to go up,
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
It's such an
Yeah.
addiction. Like
Couldn't do it.
I like feel guilty doing it because it's the most out of body experience type thing ever.
That's what everyone
It's
says.
crazy.
Too. Have you done it?
I have not.
No. Have you thought about it?
I've thought about it,
Yeah.
but I don't
I
know.
feel like everybody has to ask thurself that question: would I skydive?
yeah.
Answer for me.
I think
absolutely
everybody has to go skydiving.
Every time I'm
No way.
flying,
Yeah.
I look out of the plane window just to see if I would jump. I know.
Oh, you
It's a
go.
little-
When you're up above the clouds, honestly, it's kind of inviting to jump because it looks fun. Not
Just
when you're.
picture yourself bouncing.
Dude, when you're
on-
whipping through clouds and stuff, you get all the mist on your face.
Is that what it feels like?
And
Does
then
it feel
like,
like mist?
yeah. And then like 5
It's all
seconds
just water.
later, it's just like, whoa, there's the ground. So crazy. So fast.
I wish I could.
I wouldn't be able to handle it, especially someone attached to my back. Like I think, oh, I'd do it solo. I absolutely would not do it solo. I think it'd be worse to be attached to someone though.
Nah, you
So
got
scary.
I don't know.
So
that
scary.
dude. That I
Either
never even,
way, it's just terrifying.
when I went, I didn't even think I was like putting my trust in that guy. I just was so excited to go. And then I got to the. I wasn't scared the whole time, but once I got to the ground, I'm like, okay, I should not have gone. I'm glad I didn't go solo for my first go because that was crazy. So crazy. Yeah, I think the dream's to make crazy lifestyle videos like that one day. Just
Have you ever watched Jay Alvarez?
I wasn't a crazy avid watcher, but I've definitely seen his stuff. All
Do you
the
know
time.
who he is?
I don't know.
So he's really famous. He does a lot of skydiving. He makes very cinematic videos. A lot of
Yes.
times with girls, and
get the views up for him.
it's basically just skydiving. But he'll do like these insane things where like he swings off a hot air balloon and then
Yeah.
skydives and like
Just creative, crazy.
by the
things.
ocean. It's like you just have to
To
see
see the
but
mini doc thing you showed me a while ago. Was there
Mini
something
doc.
like a mini documentary that he made?
He's famous for like his tattoos too and his
Okay, so
hair,
maybe not.
Maybe.
his long hair.
No clue.
Yeah,
And then John Florence, such a dude.
I love John
John
Florence. That's
Such
the only. He's yeah.
Florence
Sickest-
Marine.
So sick. That is like I watch his videos to get hyped on wakeboarding. He is insane. View from a Blue Moon, big craziest edit or movie I've ever watched. So sick.
View from a Blue Moon changed my life, and I'm not even a surfer. That movie, like how it was all put together, and then the songs in that movie, just everything.
Dude, there's
Love that
people that
movie.
don't even surf. They watch that movie and are like
Like me.
in
So
chills.
you're ready to go get barreled.
I highly recommended that movie.
What's it called?
View from a Blue Moon. It's on Amazon, I believe.
All right.
Yeah,
wanna
and
say.
YouTube TV.
Something like that. It's somewhere.
It's out there.
It's not a crazy long movie. It's kind of like it's just about his life. Super cool though.
Yeah, definitely want to make something like that one day, to
You
where people
definitely
are
could,
just
too.
like, "Whoa, that is crazy," and just the songs matched up and the lifestyle, so nuts.
I thought the songs and the order of the songs specifically played such a huge role in that movie.
It's nuts.
So, Beau, we put out on our story, you shared it. We wanted to see if anyone had any questions for you.
Yeah.
So, Y_Stamper asked, when did you start on the water?
When I was 4 years old, my dad was pulling me up in a little sandbar,
Nice.
wakeboarding, crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
You start with this first picture.
Yeah, I did the first top
Okay.
one.
If you want to tell me who read that next one, it's cut off.
Lucas Kors.
Okay. So Lucas Kors, he says, who do you mainly ride with?
He probably started that off with, yes, Lucas pulls me every day I'm home pretty much. So yes, shout out Lucas. But in Florida, I try to ride with the big dogs, and then Daniel, Brett, some junior riders, and then Corey Tunison, Rappa. Like, those are the two big guys. They're like on the opposite sides of each other, but I kind of like them both, so I try to ride
I
with
actually
both of
want
them.
to say something about that. So I went to a comp with you this year, obviously,
Mm,
but I think it's cool because from an outsider's perspective, Beau's on a whole new level at his age, and he doesn't see it. And then these older guys that really inspire him, like, I seen them come up to him and like tell him he nailed it,
Yeah.
good job, or like they'll give him pointers. And it's just cool that like they all support each other, and everyone there, like, when people do good, they all get excited and like run out of the tent and run to the end of the pier and congratulate them. And just it's kind of cool to see.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's crazy to see your level like go higher. Once people are like, you got the pros inviting you on their boat, and you're like, okay, let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are the guys down in Florida. I really just ride with my brother when he's home, usually like by myself. That's how I started riding, really, was just with Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick, can I ask the brother question since he mentioned
Yeah.
his brother?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, the brother question. So Noah, your brother Noah, he's obviously a pro wakeboarder too.
Mhm.
Where does the skill level sit? What do you think about, like, who's better?
Ooh.
That's what a lot of people want to know.
I think I could take Noah out.
Hear that, Noah? I don't know who's looking at me right
Hopefully
now.
Noah's watching
Hear that,
this.
Noah?
I think Noah's watching.
1v1 wakeboard. We'll
I
have to
think
run it.
Game awake.
No.
Yep.
Oh, it's hard to say. The level's so high nowadays that like the junior pros are as good as like
It all like
the
launches,
pros. Yeah. Not exactly, but they're there. They could be there if they put down like a banger of a run.
Yeah.
But no, Noah's always been so much better than me. I don't. It's so hard to say.
It's that brotherly competitiveness.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I could take Noah out for
Yeah.
sure.
He's
All right.
he's putting the oomph in it now.
But
He
we always
means it.
have little
He
comps like
means it.
we'll be on the foil or be out ocean surfing. He's like, oh, I'm gonna surf a bigger wave than you and do more turns.
That's a whole
I'm
nother
like,
segment you guys could talk about too.
I'm like, no, you're not. So I go out, get like a freaking
Paddle
8-foot
in on
barrel,
him.
and then he's like, oh, that was so sick. We're all getting amped on each other. Then he'll get like a bigger wave, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're like, oh,
It's just always that. It's just a battle between us.
That's awesome
yeah,
though to
that's-
have
No, that's
Yeah.
so good.
someone to push you to the next level.
That's something Luke and I got to avoid because I switched to skateboarding, so now
Yeah.
we're different.
There's
But
no level.
yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty funny with Noah.
Yeah.
He's doing good in wakeboarding right now. He definitely made a name for himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try and take it to the maximum level. We'll
Good.
see.
There you go.
Good.
Nice. So next question, Lilia Gustafson asked, are you in a relationship with anyone currently?
No. Women make you shred less.
Women
That's a
make-
great way to put it.
Yeah.
We should
Hate
put
it,
that,
hate it,
put
hate
that
it.
on a
Aspects of
t-shirt,
life.
please.
In
Yeah.
all aspects of life, women make you shred less.
Yeah.
Beaux Wildman.
I don't think I'll be getting a girlfriend anytime soon. So, yeah.
You hear that? He's available.
Hayden
Just kidding.
Deegan, I heard him. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
women make you slow.
Yeah,
He's a
I've seen that
motocross
too.
rider.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, women.
He's a
women-
stud too.
Yeah, he is for sure. Women make you
Shred less.
not shred. It's just how it goes. I feel like.
Yeah. No,
That's a fair answer.
no, it's definitely.
Not to bring it out, but the guys I've been competing against this year all have girlfriends and.
And Beau's winning. There it is. So yeah, that's how it
Priorities.
Yeah.
goes. Yeah. No.
So.
No.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna just stay
Where
where
you're
I am
at?
for now. I really
Yeah.
don't care.
Good for you.
I feel
Yeah.
like nowadays I just can't even like anybody.
Yeah.
Honestly,
No time.
I just find nobody like there anymore.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. That could be a whole reel in and of itself. Like
Yeah,
Beaux Wildman girlfriend 3 question marks, just like how Impulsive does it.
that's the one that blows up.
Even though he the answer is no. So
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, it's too hard to have one right now.
That's fair.
Yeah. Next question is from Erica Deuel. Erica says or asks, have you seen a shark in the ocean next to you while you're
Oh
surfing?
yes, plenty times.
Yeah.
Plenty times. It's
Scariest
not
shark
uncommon.
experience.
New Smyrna.
Scariest? I'd say my cousin and I and Malachi were out at Ponce Inlet. Just shark attack. Like right next to the inlet
What?
of shark attack capital. Like big time. And we're sitting out there. It's actually just him and I out there. We noticed everybody went in and we're like, oh, we got it all to ourselves. It's firing. And this dolphin jumps like 10 feet in the air. And then there's like spinner sharks coming. And then there's like this 15-something foot hammerhead or bull shark just ripping through these dolphins. And they're all attacking each other. And we're like right
No
in the
way.
water, probably from like 50 feet away. It was the most
What?
psycho thing
Dang.
I've ever seen. But you'll be out at, like in Florida, it's such a shark.
Smyrna.
Yes.
Is that how you say it? Smyrna.
Smyrna.
Yeah, I surfed
Rippers,
there.
that's where the rippers live. Yeah.
Juke Squad, actually, when we were talking about YouTube, he showed a drone view of him surfing, and there was like, I think 4 sharks by him at once.
Yeah. You
I
see
saw that reel that was like, ever wonder how close sharks are to the
Oh,
public
yeah.
beach? It was
I
like
saw
from the
that.
top view. It was like the beach,
Clear
and
water
right where
too.
the clear water, right where the drop off happens. You're just in and out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so
I've
scary.
never seen sharks out in Hawaii or anything, but Florida's
But
just
you don't
insane.
think about it when you're out there. Like,
No.
you're having so
And
much
if-
fun.
Yeah, you see a shark in Hawaii, it's gonna be like a 15-foot tiger, like huge. But
Scary.
yeah, so it's rare to see them out there. But I've seen like people get slashed by fins and stuff, and it like marks their back. That's
Dang.
pretty scary. But
What?
no attacks yet.
Dang.
We're good.
All right, so next question. Series Wake Crew asked, what do you like more, wakeboarding or wake surfing?
Wakeboarding. I don't know. There's moments for sure.
Mhm.
I'd say wakeboarding.
Nice.
More
It's a good
adrenaline.
question, actually.
More adrenaline, faster, and you can get just so loose, and the tricks are limitless.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've hit a limit level on my wake surfing where I'm kind of like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
But
It's a good way for
I
someone
still
to-
love it.
yeah.
Like when I'm just out there ripping as hard as I can, it's so fun. I love it. But then there's foiling,
I was gonna say
Whole new realm.
whole new like.
it's growing fast.
If you
too.
stop doing tricks in all these sports, it's just that's where it gets boring. It's
Mhm.
it sucks not learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who got bored of surfing and said, let's put a stick on a surfboard, float up in the air, and do a backflip? Like, what, dude?
Laird
It's-
Hamilton.
It's so big now, and it's
Mhm.
only growing.
Yeah.
Didn't it just enter the tour? Or
Like, yeah, we have little foil comps now in
Yeah.
races. It's pretty cool.
that's sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Addison Whitaker, she says, is your favorite word gnarly?
Yes.
Don't even need to elaborate on that. I
No.
totally agree.
How do you spell it?
GNARLEY. Yeah?
Can we can we fact check him?
I don't think
It
there's an
wouldn't-
E,
Nope. Just Y.
Gnarly. Yeah, that's true. It's Y.
but some people
I didn't go to real
some
school,
people
okay?
pronounce it weird.
just
so.
surf.
Losing it in the back. We can take it out. We can take out the E and just have you say Y. It's all good.
Why?
Anyway, so you can say Renner's next one then. It's fine.
All right, so yeah, Renner asked, when did you realize wakeboarding was something you wanted to commit to?
Yeah. Definitely probably 15 years old, I'd say. I took it seriously when I was 12, but I didn't know if I was like gonna keep. I knew I was gonna be on a board and something, but I didn't know it was gonna be like fully wakeboarding, going at it. So yeah, I'd say 15 to like 18 was the grind of like, what am I gonna do here? And I just knew that's what I grew up doing. So that's what I need to stay doing, and why waste a bunch of talent that you already had? Yeah. I'd say around then.
For sure.
Okay, so for this next segment and maybe last segment here for our first podcast, we're going to move into Beaux Wildman's Instagram here. So if you don't already, you can go follow Beaux Wildman. He's pretty active on the gram. High quality
Very
content.
active.
Absolutely grinding the gram for sure.
So I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to go through some of these, and I'll have you kind of break down some of these videos. Is there anything off the top of your head you want to show? Or in fact, should I start with
these last ones are just style stuff.
Should I start with the zero since we talked about that earlier?
Run through the zero.
Okay, we can watch the zero. Is it this one?
Down a little more.
You just tell me.
It's right over to
this
the
one?
left. Yep.
Okay. So we talked about this earlier. Here's the zero double up. Should I play it with sound or will it not play?
Yeah, so pretty much this is a double up. You do a big old O with the bow, turn around, and then hit the waves and connect. Just go big, as big as you can. You can do a ton of different tricks.
And like Logan mentioned, that's a double up. We were talking about it earlier. So as you can see, the small wave coming into the boat wave, and it adds
pretty nuts.
boost to it basically.
Gets you going. It feels crazy.
It's so sick how you like pause at the top and go back. Like,
yeah. Secretly, I don't think I actually got the grab on that one, but I landed it. So
that's super cool.
And look, Corey's supporting still in the comments.
Boosted.
Yeah, everyone hates the water in Claremont. It's tannic acid. It's not dirty.
We promise it's not Coke.
Yeah.
That water gets like 90 degrees, by the way. You sweat while surfing.
Yeah, in the summertime, that's why you don't ride in Claremont, is because it's like 100 degrees.
That's
on
crazy.
The water.
I feel like that'd be nice being from Indiana.
Yeah.
No. Here's this. How long is that? Or we can just have it play and you guys can kind of talk, or do you not want to talk?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Maybe we can just
I think it's just a small preview. It's not exactly what it was.
Oh, well, even better.
But yeah, go ahead if you want.
You guys can just start. As you want.
We kind of came into this edit looking at a lot of different surf edits we've seen.
Yeah, we used a lot of inspiration. Like that's a Jay Alvarez inspiration right there, I'd say.
Right here.
Very Jay Alvarez inspiration.
Trying to get as creative as we can, but no copies. Just flowing through the cornfield.
This is like right after I picked up my A7 too.
Yeah, once we got the clip, we were like, that's the one. And there's a really dramatic effect to this whole video.
We got this sound with like a voiceover. It's sounds like Morgan Freeman. I don't think it wasn't him. Is it Morgan Freeman?
Dude, I have no clue.
It might be Morgan Freeman from a song if I remember right. But it was pretty sick. We were obsessed with that part.
It was so sick.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 segments of it where it's like an older rock song. I'm trying to think. And then a slow song where we try to get creative and like artsy with it.
Yeah.
And then just like a casual, normal
18-year-old
song that would draw attention. We tried to hit like every audience, I guess you could say.
For sure. I was such a bummer we couldn't use this one song because it did the copyright stuff.
Even for Instagram or just for YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay.
It made the edit.
I mean, it worked out pretty well still.
It still worked out pretty well.
That's good. That's the worst feeling, dude.
Yeah, it was.
It was so fun. That was such an experience.
Darn copyright.
Yeah, it was crazy. We scored. Yeah. Nothing went wrong with the whole edit.
That's good. Yeah. Is it the full's not on Instagram, right? It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's all
the full
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it on yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's on.
Yes, my YouTube.
Yeah. So for those who want to check it out, it's on Beau's YouTube, linked in his bio on Instagram. Highly recommend it. Really good film. Great job on that, Braxton.
Thank you.
Love that video. Is there anything else you can think of down here? Should I just go up?
Let's find some. Yeah,
let's find
some
the
foil
content. Can I go in the Reels tab in here?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can.
Oh yeah.
I can look at the view count. We can find the important ones.
Yeah, you see, all my stuff is like blown up from foiling.
Yeah, you're consistent with the over 10K. See, this was the
50K.
51 on the 0 video.
You go down.
I want to find your backflip foil one that's got like 970. You were talking about. That was from a while ago though.
Keep going.
That one in the Bahamas is sick too. I really like that one.
Yes.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, it was cool. Cool day.
Look at that water.
So fake
so
looking,
nice.
dude. It's so
it just
awesome.
starts from the sand. Some just little casual rollers too.
There's me. I commented on
Yeah,
that.
it feels so sharky out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you lose your foil? You said that day,
Yeah, my Noah lost it. He was like,
and then just walks up. That's so sick. I think.
we were wing foiling and he just got blown out wearing no leash, and that thing just got sent down to Florida. It's pretty
crazy.
much.
Is it scary having the water clear like that there? Can you see a lot of fish?
You can see a lot of fish, but it's actually way better than murky New Smyrna.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Shark
like-
cap.
That would freak me out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to go down a bit.
the one
for it.
that I'm thinking of off the top of my
Yeah,
head,
keep
this
going.
one's also really cool.
This is such a good video too.
Yeah, this was just before I had that big old wakeboard inspiration.
That's sick.
Just
This
like,
was
That's
when we
sick.
went to Hawaii, right?
yeah, yeah.
And
This is one of my favorite ones
That's
on here
sick.
for sure.
there's a full photo collage of that too. Cause shout out Jeff Van Houten.
Was that the wave? Was that the same
Yeah,
wave?
that's the same wave.
A video
It's
and
on
a
here
set of
somewhere.
pictures.
I actually didn't get that shacked on that one.
Yeah.
It just peeled so perfect. It was just a bigger one.
It's a picture post
That picture's insane too.
because I want to plug Jeff on that picture. Would it be this far down?
No,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
would it?
Oh, hurricane. This is at my lake.
This one
Yeah.
that I'm on?
Yeah, paddle it into a wave off the dock.
This was insane. This was like
Oh,
so
yep.
creative too. Off topic, but
This was one of the first ones I realized, holy crap, I was like crazy at foiling.
This one was
Look at
actually
that.
pretty nuts.
that's a lake.
This is like
Dang.
not a big, huge lake either. It was just pounding wind.
How are waves that big at a lake, dude?
It's just
Hurricane.
hurricanes, dude. They're crazy.
Could
So
you
nuts.
surf, like regularly surf, like with a regular board there?
Probably not. If you get insured a little bit. Yeah, the videos are down.
Where's that picture?
That picture wasn't this far
Of you
down,
getting-
though.
Oh no,
Barrel-
you're
right
on
there.
This one. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah,
on the
such an
reels.
amazing
No,
picture.
yeah, I was looking
Dang.
for this post. This is the sequence of
Malachi filming in the water.
yep, so cool.
Yeah,
and
that
then
place-
the last shot is this one.
That's sick.
It's my one of oh my gosh.
That one's
Shout out Jeff.
so good because like that
Yep.
that corner, that shoulder right there is just like a foot deep, and then it breaks off into a channel. It's kind of like Kauai pipeline.
Is that
It's crazy.
where I almost died?
That's Poipu, the Marriott
Is that not Marriott?
Walleye. No,
Okay.
Look at that.
that's at
Beautiful.
Shippies. Shipwreck.
Oh, that's shipwrecks.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That
That's
was
so
a
cool, dude.
crazy one, dude.
that your best
That
one so
wave
far?
is very powerful.
People don't understand how gnarly it is. I tried it.
Yeah.
It'll take you out for
It will.
sure.
What's this? It was
This is neat too. He's so creative.
It's my dad. He gets me going on the good reels to do.
Look at that.
It's like, all right, do this.
Rope
Josh was
swing.
probably like, "Hey, you should try going up a rope swing and
Yeah,
then coming back."
This is a prototype foil, so it was really loose, like kind of hard to ride,
Just different.
but it was definitely pumping really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it. And
I
then
gotta find
the
that
lakes
one.
in Florida
Oh,
have
this
gators.
one.
That one's sick too. This was at
Many.
comp, right?
Yeah, that's at Callaway.
Okay.
This is what I do waiting to ride for comps,
Yeah.
usually.
So for those that don't know, this is what a foil is.
Yeah, you can do a lot with them.
Was
I
this
could
filmed
talk
on a
about
one
foiling
wheel?
forever. What?
Was this filmed on a one wheel?
Yeah.
For some reason, I just figured it was because I feel like they're always at the comp.
Yeah, they are always.
Was it this
all
one?
the kids.
Maybe it's this one.
This one's a backflip, but
Yep,
there's-
this is the one I'm talking
filmed
about.
this,
Dang.
This wasn't the
I
one.
believe.
yeah, but
Is it?
the paddle in was the big one, where you have to go back. A little.
Which one was the one
Go
that
down.
has
It's to the left corner.
Wait, why is it stuck? It should tell
This
you. the
one?
view.
Yeah.
10.8? Yep. Try this
Everyone,
at home
like,
with a
free-
smiley face. Amazing caption.
Try this at home.
I was at Chipotle and I was like, I'm just gonna post this, and then it blew up. It's pretty crazy.
How fast?
It took like 3 days, and then
Dang.
it just went over like 2 months. Just kept going.
I even think the most recent foil video was really cool. The bull wake. I've never seen someone do that
Yeah.
on a foil.
Dude,
I don't
I've
think.
Oh
always- I
yeah.
heard Brian
Check that
Grubb
one out too.
sent it, and I heard it was the coolest thing ever.
That one was 2 days ago, right? Or
Yeah.
yesterday.
Right here,
Here you go.
new foil.
On the bull wake.
Yeah,
Very
we're
cool.
getting.
Little jet ski action.
Yep.
Did you do this?
Me and Malachi, yeah.
Okay.
That part, I think that's so sick.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
really
I've
cool.
seen that on a foil.
Yeah, that was so fun. I got so beat after that.
The sky too.
So fun. Oh yeah.
The
You were
Indiana water.
loving that foil too.
Yeah, dude. Fun time.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
2023 Natty
Shout out.
champ.
Shout out Brett. There he is on the
Yep.
right.
Brett T boy.
We
The
got
man.
Brett.
That's the boy.
Yeah, man. I miss Brett.
Ready?
Glad I got to meet him for a short time.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Is there anything else you want to touch on that you can think of off the top of your head?
I can't say. We're just getting done with the season. I'm ready to take a break from competing so much.
Any
For sure.
vacations planned?
Well, we're gonna go to Africa on like a missions trip. But
Okay.
no, we don't really go on vacations. They're usually like,
Always
you
on
get-
vacation.
yeah, pretty much.
That's a good
I'd
way to-
say. Hawaii doesn't feel like vacation because it's a mission to go surf. So it's like
Still working.
I'm always nervous there.
Who was
yeah.
it? You went with Flegel and who on North Shore?
Just Flegel.
Mm.
Yeah. So sick. That place is insane. It is what everyone tells you. It's so dangerous. It is so powerful. Like, pipe is the most gnarly wave on the planet, 100%. When it's big, it is powerful.
Yeah.
Waves are like the craziest thing. It's a whole different like world view of nature. So crazy. It's so shallow there. Everywhere is just jagged rocks. It's nuts. There's just like coral heads poking out everywhere. So crazy. It's a hard place to surf.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Scary.
But
Trust
I
me.
got to go.
Have
I
you ever
always
ocean
wanted
surfed,
to.
Logan?
I ocean surfed one time, Honolulu Bay. I didn't even go out to like the reef where you guys usually paddle way out to.
Oh, that's
It's like the tiny waves on the thing.
Is that where we all
that's
had
the
a
big
blast
bowl.
at?
Like that's where it goes like
Is that like gnarly
25 feet
stuff?
out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
It gets big.
Florida's okay. I can manage that, but
The bowl's good on like a solid 8-foot day to like 10. That's like
I think
perfect bowl.
Honolulu was where we all surfed, and that was really fun. We got some cool
Yeah, that's
photos out
pine
of that.
trees.
Oh, pine trees. Yeah.
Yeah, Bethany, Hamilton. Grew up
Mhm.
right there. All the Andy Irons, Bruce Irons, all the guys right there. Kawhi guys.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So cool.
That's cool.
Caleb, have you ever surfed, ocean surfed, wake surfed?
I have not.
You've not?
Seems fun though.
Have
I
you
think
wake
I would-
surfed?
I have not.
There's
be
the next
fun.
mission.
That's
right
our
there.
next mission.
Got it.
That'd be fun.
It's not too hard. You'll be
Post
good.
podcast surf. Maybe
Yeah.
not tonight, but
Yeah, I'd say you probably learned a
Little bit
little
past
bit
time for that.
about it, like from this,
Mhm.
seen what it is at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Especially if we get Jack on. He loves taking people surfing.
he does.
he loves to take people. Surfing.
Shout out Jack Maier.
Loves it.
Shout out Jack Maier. Maybe we'll see him soon. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you want to hit an outro then?
Sure. So thank you guys so much for coming on to the podcast.
For
One
sure.
thing we want to do after every podcast is ask, how could you elevate with your passion?
I would say, stay off your phone. Don't be on that too much. That's what a real world problem I feel, and just stay true to yourself. Believe in yourself. You got it. I've seen it happen with my stuff, and just like miracles do happen with many things. So, yeah.
One way how I've elevated my passion is using my friends, like we've talked about earlier in the podcast. Logan, he helps me when I'm feeling in a slump too. Just keep creating, keep going, keep moving forward. And I also like try to build healthy habits, like getting up and working out and just like being mentally ready, I guess, it's really helped me a lot. So that's how I do it.
If you guys ever want to leave any questions for our guest, we'll usually put out something on Instagram. So if you ever have questions, make sure you drop those or leave those down below.
Yeah, we need lots of questions for the guests. Super exciting. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for listening and watching, whatever place that you're in right now. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
It's fun.
Of course. So glad to have this first one in the bag. Was super excited about this, and we did it. Look what we did. I'm so proud to have done this, and I'm sure.
Same here.
Yeah, man. So yeah, if you haven't already, go follow us on Instagram at Elevate_Unplugged, and you can also subscribe to us on YouTube, which is also going to be Elevate Unplugged. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and this is episode 1, signing off. Cool.
Bang. Bang, bang.
Awesome. Let's go, guys.
Let's go.
That was so good.
That's going to make history one day.
For sure. Yes.
Yeah. Wake up, yes, Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil. I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special. You gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you.